Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going today? So today's July the 12th, and we're going to take a dive into this current market, take a look at how Bitcoin has had monthly returns in the past, taking a look at ROI by year, and also taking a look at the ROI after each halving period. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Philakone, and today we're going to do a deep dive for about 10 minutes only into how everything has been trending. My name is Philakone, and I've been in the crypto market for about 9 years now. 9 years in the game, two bear markets, two bull markets, and I've seen absolutely everything you can imagine. I've been through all of the panicked periods, all of the uncomfortable periods, all of the elated periods as well, where Bitcoin and all of crypto was going parabolic to the moon. I've made some massive returns in terms of even 1,000, 2,000% on coins such as EOS, IOTA, Umizi Go in 2017. And in 2021, I rode AXS, Phil, Bell to the moon. And let's hope that this upcoming bull market, we're still going to see some big returns. So for those that are still in the game, make sure you guys understand that there will be massive periods of you being extremely uncomfortable and being very scared and having a lot of fear in the market. Unfortunately, this is part of how the crypto market works. Not everything is going to give you this highly elevated emotions of euphoria with everything going to the upside. There are going to be huge periods of downsides as well, with lots of fear in the market where everybody is going to be doubting and wondering if the bull market will ever end up returning. So join me today and let's go over everything. So first of all, I know that everybody is very uncomfortable. And please understand that when I'm giving these types of talks to you, it's very important to deal with the psychological and the emotional aspects of trading. If I were to only show you charts, 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 that's not how a person becomes hyper successful in crypto. They have to understand and thoroughly think about what the market is doing and especially how they're reacting to it as well. So it also depends highly on what period you are in your life, what stage are you in your life, and also in trading or investing as well. So just to give an example, myself, I've been in the game for 9 years now. I used to day trade very heavily because it was a primary source of income. I also wanted to become a very good trader that was profitable long term. And it took me about 2 years to finally gain traction, to get that momentum going, to become successful eventually in the 2017, 2018 bull market. But it wasn't until I had my first bear market year, like in 2018, where I learned the most. Because understand that if you can thrive in a very bad market, the chances of you doing well in a good market is going to be increased drastically. Now, if you're a newer trader, the last thing you want to do is forego and just wait for better days, as in foregoing a bad market just because you want to sit there and you want to wait for better days to come. If you are a newer trader that is trying to be profitable day trading, it's important for you to always exercise your trading skills and ensuring that you're sticking to your strategy and especially your risk management and developing your emotional stability when it comes to trading over time. There are some traders that unfortunately are newer in the game and they only want to trade a bad market, or sorry, a good market. And that's not the best way to approach it, in my opinion, because if you can trade in the bad markets, you will do very well in the good markets. Without the rainy days or the snowy days or the bad weather days, you're not going to truly appreciate the convenience of a better day and a sunny day. So I would highly advise for everybody that's trying to make it when it comes to day trading. If you haven't made a significant amount of income in the market yet, and it's still your first few years, if you're trying to sustain yourself as a full-time trader, and maybe you're trying to leave your job behind, maybe this is what you want to do somewhere while traveling anywhere in the world. You can't just sit around and miss out on the experience of a slower market just because you want a better day. You got to make sure that you're exercising every single day, guys. You have to put in that time to hunt for these trades. If it's very difficult to hunt for a trade right now, which it is, imagine the skills that you're going to develop and the patience and the fortitude. You're going to persevere through all of this adversity. So when the good days do come, it's going to be a lot easier for you to find these trades. So make sure you're always investing in yourself. Make sure that you're continuously learning and not just sitting there idle. We only have a limited amount of time each day, and it needs to be used very productively. So let's take a look at Bitcoin and see how the market is trending right now. One of the key factors that we use to identify the volatility in the market is going to be the chandelier exit indicator. Now, there's many other type of indicators out there that's going to measure a trend or indicate some sort of bullish trend. There could be a super trend indicator or Ichimoku clouds or Bollinger Bands or even EMAs. But this one here is my favorite one because it measures the support or resistance based off of volatility. So it's not taking the average price like EMAs that are heavily lagged. This is still a lagging indicator, but what it does instead is it uses the volatility. So it's going to account for the difference in the price for candles when it's moving. So here you can see that on the 4-day chart. This is the main chart to look at, the 4-day and the weekly, because every coin, every drop, it's going to look different. But what we can see since the bear market began, the top was reached in 2021. We can see that it lasted about 430 days. And you want to see something very coincidental, that in the previous bull market as well, it lasted for roughly the same period of time. So this one was exactly about 420, 430 days. And what's funny is that in the previous bull market, back in 2021, it was the same thing roughly. To the end over here, like to the very, very big end over here roughly, or even here, it's about between 360 days to 460 days. So averaging it out to between 400 to 430 days. So the bear market period lasted for the same period roughly. And you can see that over here on the 4-day time frame, we've only broken bearishly once. So when there's a bullish volatility, it stays green. And if the volatility changes to bearish, it's going to turn red. And you can see it turn red one time here. And then you can also see here that right now, there's 2 days and 12 hours left to close this 4-day candle. And what we can see is this red already showing up right here. It's small and subtle, but it's there. So if this volatility breaks, it's not going to be a good sign. Another major key support is going to be the weekly chart over here. The weekly chart shows that since the beginning of this bottom found, we've held bullishly for about 532 days now. So that's since January of last year. So that's literally 18, 19 months that we have held so far. If this last support ends up breaking, this is at $55,180. If this closes this week bearish, bad news. So somewhere between 55 and about 57K is a major support that needs to be held for now. I have a special exclusive Bitcoin technical analysis special edition that was released a few days ago on the 6th. It's still incredibly valid. It's a 2-part technical analysis that has to do with Elliott wave theory and my take on it from a very professional and advanced perspective that's unlike anything that you have seen before that I've put out. It's a must-watch series, and I've never done this before, but because of the exclusivity of it, I'm charging $20 for it. If you're interested in this technical analysis to gain very valuable must-watch type analysis, I highly recommend that you purchase it. And the cool thing about buying it one time for $20 is you got the first video. I released a second one that everyone also got since you purchased it already. And in the future, I'm also going to be releasing videos that you can add to this series to watch, exclusive technical analysis. I think it's incredibly important to have a professional perspective that's outside of basically what I'm offering to the public. We go over a very in-depth analysis covering both the bullish and bearish case. I teach you Elliott wave so you understand my theories. I prepare you for all of the scenarios. I show you a super cycle bear market correction theory. I also show you a bullish scenario using multiple theories. I talk about the pi cycle bullish scenarios and cases. I give you an extended Elliott wave theory edition. I talk about the stock to flow models and longer term outlook. I give you a fair market value for both crypto and market cap analysis. I talk about the monthly ROI returns table and historical risk levels and fear and greed index, and also loose financial advice on DCA ranges. So what you're getting is mind-blowing. So all you have to do is click on the link below and then read the instructions on how to pay for it, and then just DM me afterwards. So right now, the way Bitcoin is looking is we need to support basically above 55,000. We're already fighting hard at the 4-day chandelier exit. If you take a look at the history before, we can see multiple times that after, for example, the bull market or the bear market finished in 2013, the bull market finished, we stayed below the weekly chandelier exit for a long time. And then it finally turns green, but there's a period where it still breaks a little bit and it breaks again. But overall, it stays green throughout the entire time leading up to the all-time high in 2017. So there have been uncomfortable periods before, and because of that, you got to understand that the patience, if you can withstand all this, it's going to pay off eventually. I still believe that the bull market is going to continue, and yes, we will have an altcoin season still. I do not believe that this is the market cycle top, not anywhere close yet. So we see that in 2019, same thing happened. We see that it broke to periods of red before, major dips of uncomfortableness. Here it lasted for 6 months, literally 6 months of being very uncomfortable. And then it leads up to the all-time high eventually again, and it has a massive period of bullish volatility for 365 days. And then you can see that it turns red the entire time here for the bear market. And now it's been green already for about 532 days. So yes, there's a possibility of us breaking red again. But if we do stay red, it probably will be short-lived because I expect the bull market to continue. So let's take a look at the bull market returns, okay? We can see that we've had, if you look in 2013 or 2023, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in January 2024, February and March, those were 7 months of pure bullishness, massive bullishness, especially in February. And then it's only natural that we're going to get some months that are red. Unfortunately, that's just the case. If you take a look at the pre-bull market years so far, which have been 2016 and 2020, we can see 2016 had 1, 2, 3, 4 red months. In 2020, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 red months again. And in 2024 so far, there's 1, 2, 3 red months. So if this is a precursor to a bull market, it's only natural that we're going to have some red months coming up ahead. If you take a look at the Bitcoin ROI after halving, what you can see is that every time there's a halving period, it always begins slow, except for, of course, in 2012 leading to 2013, the first few years of Bitcoin was massive. It's much easier to have huge ROIs when the price is lower and the market cap is lower as well. You can see that it just soared, right? Every time after the halving, there's a small period of like nothing, especially in, let's just take out 2012. So the orange and the red is 2016 and 2020s, leading up to the 2017 and 2021 all-time high. You can see that it starts off very slow at first and not much happens. And then eventually it leads up to a massive cycle that goes to the upside. So in my opinion, because of what the halving stands for, there still is going to be a very long period of bullishness leading up to another all-time high. So make sure you stay patient, and you're going to be uncomfortable, but that's the nature of the market. I don't know if you guys saw this part, but this is here at the beginning. We're just at the baby stages of the pre-bull market leading up to an all-time high eventually. So you got to be able to withstand this, guys. Got to have the tolerance. You have to persevere through this adversity of being extremely uncomfortable and seeing your portfolio swing huge percentages, but you will be rewarded. So other than that, guys, thank you very much for your time. And I wanted you guys to know that till the end of next week, so Friday, that's when or Thursday actually, I'm heading out for my vacation. I'll be on vacation for 10 days, but I will still update you from my tablet. I'm having a huge sale. And because the market's not good right now, I want to help you learn as much as you can, to prepare yourself to be hyper successful. So I have a great sale going on right now. It's 80% off. So take your crypto and trading career to the next level. You're going to get 4 things that's going to catapult you to the next level. You're going to get 1, the Emergency Bull Market Survival Guide course. This is going to help you become a full-time trader, or help you get closer to your goals at least. It's going to teach you all of the strategies that I have used to trade in the millions of dollars before. All the strategies I've learned over 9 years. It's a wonderful day trading guide that's going to teach you more than you can imagine. Second thing you'll get is my 2024's Investor's Guide to Crypto. My thoughts for longer term. It's a little older, but it still applies heavily for my picks, and also why these sectors are incredibly important. The third thing that you'll get is a lifetime access to my Discord group. It has a library of information, one of the biggest Discord groups in terms of resources for you to learn. And the fourth thing that you're going to get is access to my advanced range and volatility scanner that you guys have all seen me talk about. This indicator is used to gauge the market, and it's also used to find volatile coins to trade instantly. You can see today that not many coins, or actually no coins, are highlighted green or red. So because of that, the market is not volatile in any way. And due to that, you can gauge the market as indecisive. So it's one of the best indicators. Actually, it is the best indicator out, because there's nothing like it on the market. So all of this, if you were to buy it one by one, it's $1,450. Right now, it's just $300. Many people get liquidated or end up losing everything because they don't bother investing in themselves. I've had guys who have messaged me saying they lost $300,000. And the first thing I ask them is, did you ever take a course to learn about anything? And they're like, nope, I didn't. I'm like, okay, so you are trading with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and you won't even invest in yourself just a little bit to learn how to do this properly. So make the right decision in terms of investing in yourself, and you're going to be a lot more grateful for it long term when you pick up the skills. So other than that, if you enjoyed my content, guys, hit the like and the thumbs up button, and subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope everybody enjoys the weekend. Bye now.